Life is not full of all glorious, momentous moments. There's that momentous moments again.
Momentous moments.
But
Hashtag that.
life also is full of the monotonous, the hard, the tears.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good
Morning. Good
guys.
morning, good morning. It's great to see your face. Good morning. Peter worked outside this morning.
Yeah, I worked on the little brick, what do you call it? Pathway? Sidewalk? Walkway? There's a lot of words for that. And it's really humid here today. And I could only last so long. So now I'm eating a ham sandwich and I need to work on my sermon for tomorrow, and Mary's having some friends over. So I'll probably go out for a little while.
And I placed a grocery order
Oh yeah.
for hopefully the
What?
perfect timing for when you're coming back. You can pick it up.
Is it 5 to 6?
5 to 6.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, normal morning for us. You worked on church stuff this morning, right? And then edited, and then worked outside. And I just planted 2 of the flowers we bought a couple days ago. And obviously did all my morning stuff. And we're just doing our thing. This is a Saturday in the Frey life. Saturday is like, so Peter preaches on Sundays, so Saturday is more of like a prep day for him, and Monday is more of our weekend because he just finished on Sunday, so he gets like a day off before he starts working again on Sunday stuff. But obviously with doing a daily vlog, he works every single day.
But we take
editing.
Sundays off.
But now we take Sundays off. Except you still have to edit Saturdays and upload it.
Yeah, sometimes, well, when we first started taking the day off, I was doing the editing. Maybe I'll try to get the editing done tonight so that
We
tomorrow
can truly...
have a break.
It's crazy, like, if you've never... Actually, I was thinking this. 2 things. One, have you guys ever done a public speaking situation where you... Like, I did some when I was in high school, but I was taking a college class. I did like a public speaking class. So I got like that first taste of like how much work goes into public speaking. And then in college, I took a couple classes as well. And so it's so much work for those 10 to 15 to 20 or 30 minutes, however long you're on the stage or speaking. There are so many hours that go into that. So if you guys have ever like given a public speaking thing, I just imagine like, could I do this every single week and make this happen? No, I can't. But it's in his DNA. He loves doing it.
That's funny.
Doing his sermon.
Yeah. I just remembered that I took I'm trying to remember what class that would have been in college that I took, but it wouldn't have been public speaking because I took preaching classes. But,
What was that?
but I took. Did we have
in
to
Chicago?
Did we have to take a like regular public speaking class?
Was it with that lady?
Mm-mm.
Wait, who was your prof?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what class that was, where we had to give like a 5-minute speech. Maybe it was like a random class.
Do you remember what you gave your speech on?
Well, I remember that we all put in $10. Yeah.
What?
Everybody in the class put in $10, and then whatever you gave a speech to support a ministry.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
whoever won,
All
the
the
money
money.
would go to that ministry. And I won.
Did you?
But I can't remember what class that was.
That's so cool.
That was funny.
Then you're sure it was in undergrad?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, that was one thing I was thinking about the other day. Just trying to like, because if you aren't married to a preacher, I would assume you don't really know what goes into like a sermon prep. So anyway, I just thought of like, that's one way I could kind of explain it. Like if you've ever given a public speaking thing, then it's kind of like preparing, but every single week and whatever. And then the second thing is, before I was on this side of the daily vlogging situation, I never knew, you know, you hear daily vloggers say like, there's a lot behind the scenes work and all of that, and like, literally, there is a reason. So if you aren't a daily vlogger, but you hear daily vloggers that you watch on YouTube say like, oh, it's a full-time job, it is. It totally 100% is. I mean, before, you know, when we first started, it wasn't a full-time job. We were just making short videos, we were uploading them, that was about it.
It is what you make it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, to some degree, but yeah. And like, our workload includes like the store and all that, but.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah, but speaking of the store, there are new things coming out, like we even got something today. So basically how we do it is, when we have an idea or a new design or whatever, we will order what we are thinking about selling. We'll order a sample of it, and we'll think about it and the placement and the colors and the this and the that, and then we sometimes have to order a second like round of that to make sure that our changes look good, and then we can launch it. So we have stuff coming and I'm really excited. So you know, that's the other part of some days why it's hard to film, is because we're doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that we can't talk about. And so then at the end of the day, we're like, well, we've been working all day, but what do we say on the camera? Like, we were working on secret things. Like, we don't want to, I don't know, whatever. So that's all the behind the scenes stuff, and ham sandwiches are part of it.
I think that's funny because you were basically just saying what? Basically you're saying, we're working on secret things.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
anyways.
You can't get around the fact.
It's true.
Anyway, all right.
We'll see you later. Before I leave, I want to show you guys what I've been working on. I have started this pathway. Wow, it's so bright I can't even see what you guys can see. But it's kind of like a cobblestone feel walkway. We had these old bricks, and why not use them? So that's what I'm working on. I just wanted to start it, and but it's just so hot. And over here, Mary planted 2 new plants she got the other day. We have this, I don't know what they're called, and a sunflower.
It's always good when you hang out with friends who get it. I just had a really precious time with some really precious friends, and I like basically kicked them out at the end. Like, I just felt like my body was like starting to really fade, and I just said, I'm fading, and they're like, okay, no problem, we're leaving. And like, we had a good couple hours together, but I then posted on Instagram my little mini blog that you know, yesterday I was like on top of the horse, like with my arms up, like champion arms or whatever you want to call it, conquering arms, and then I was like laying on the couch like ugh, and Peter took a picture of me like that, and it was just like, I was thinking about the idea that, you know, yesterday I felt like I was conquering, like, you know, those 30 minutes on the horse was like my superpower, and today, like, obviously that's not my reality, and that's fine, and that's part of life. Like, life is not full of all glorious momentous moments. There's that momentous moments again.
Momentous moments.
But
hashtag that.
Life also is full of the monotonous, the hard, the tears, the junk of life, and just like embracing both, celebrating those good moments, but also embracing the monotony, because you can't fight against the monotony of life. Whether it's preparing, like we were talking about earlier today, like preparing for like a speech or something, that's like, that's the monotonous part, but then the glorious part of like connecting with other humans and like, I don't know.
Speaking of momentous, I was kind of like, I'm finished getting ready for Sunday morning.
Are
and
you?
Yeah, and like, but my brain is just like, I need to just chill now.
Okay.
And I was sitting on the kitchen floor watching the pizza bake in the oven, and I was like, this is Saturday night.
Because your brain's like tired but ready but like zapped.
Yeah, it was just like I was vegging out kind of thing. Yeah.
We can go watch something. We could put something in the oven, watch it melt or something.
Well, we already did. 'cause
Okay.
We're gonna eat some pizza.
And
As always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Don't you think we're better
Good night, Holly boy. Good night.